Out of the limitless skies from the most distant parts of the earth come giant airliners daily into our major air terminals. The air age brings us face to face with a profound and far-reaching truth. Our world is indeed a small world. One American community that is caught up in a unique way in this 20th century concept of a small world is Pasadena, California. This California community has played a vital role in creating two of the most significant forces, transportation and communication, that brought about the small world concept. Here at Pasadena's world-renowned Jet Propulsion Laboratory, the highly significant Mariner series of communication satellites were created. Satellites were lofted into orbit. Communications linked arms with transportation in a grand alliance. Even now, orbiting in soundless space is the very means by which sound and pictures can be transmitted to and from the most remote corners of the globe. Are not these achievements really the reflection of our nation's and this community's spirit of inquiry? In an atmosphere of the open mind, moved the youth of Pasadena, symbolizing hope for better tomorrow. To envision the growing small world understanding of Pasadena citizens, follow, if you will, these collegiates from the campus to the coronation ceremonies of the Queen of the 77th Annual Pasadena Tournament of Roses, which significantly has chosen as its theme, It's a Small World. Chosen to reign over the Tournament of Roses annual New Year's Day event is a court of lovely young women who symbolize to their townspeople many of the values necessary to make our small world a better place in which to live. The Tournament of Roses Association is an organization of Pasadena citizens who give freely and voluntarily of their time and resources to complete the myriad arrangements so necessary to bring about this magnificent floral spectacle. Network television cameras are trained on the parade route along which the lovely floats decorated exclusively with fresh flowers will pass. Each a contribution to this event by the many institutions and communities who join Pasadena in bringing greetings and best wishes to the world this first day of the year. Then, the sound of music is heard, and the parade begins. The spirited Pasadena City College Lancer Band serves as the official Tournament of Roses marching unit, heralding the Grand Marshal, Mr. Walt Disney, world-renowned film genius. A warm, kindly gentleman, Mr. Disney has brought pleasure and laughter to audiences the world over. The entrance from the city of Burbank, our small world of make-believe, salutes Walt Disney. Next are 30 officers of the Long Beach Mounted Police, signifying the high principles of law and freedom and proudly displaying the flag of our country. A salute from the Pasadena City Schools to Pasadena's sister cities of Ludwigshafen, Germany, and Mishima, Japan. President of the 77th Annual Tournament of Roses is Pasadena businessman Mr. J. Randolph Richards. With him is Mrs. Richards, their 2 sons and daughters. An inspiring moment. 103 men of the combined United States Marine Corps Band. Into the Kingdom of Roses rides the Royal Court of Her Majesty, Queen Carol Cota, accompanied by 6 lovely princesses, Donna Olson, Diane Merrill, Susan Barden, Betty Oles, Lana Corey, and Diane Sullivan. From Minnesota's St. Louis Park High School come the Parkettes, a precision drill team. Mr. Floyd Gwynn, mayor of the city of Pasadena, is accompanied by his wife and family. Lavish in the use of fresh flowers, exquisite in design, the city of Lakewood's float dramatizes the theme, a world of beauty. From San Diego comes a splendid equestrian unit riding selected black and white pintos. San Francisco salutes her sister city, Osaka, Japan. For nearly 50 years, the colorful city by the Golden Gate has participated in the Tournament of Roses. This year, reaching across the Pacific to the exotic Orient with a floral tribute of fresh roses and Vanda orchids. From Lansing, Michigan, the Michigan State University Band performs a prelude to their afternoon appearance at the Rose Bowl football game. It's a big, wide, wonderful world is the theme proclaimed by this collegiate representative of the Big Ten universities. Handsome is the word describing this 2-horse Palomino unit. The float from the communities of Lansing and East Lansing, Michigan, proudly displays a floral salute to the Big Ten champions, reproducing in flowers the state's white sandstone capital. The leader of this colorful equestrian unit makes her 21st parade appearance. San Gabriel, California salutes American Field Service and the importance of sharing knowledge to create international understanding and goodwill. "151 musicians in the University of California at Los Angeles Bruin Marching Band make the first of 2 New Year's Day appearances. A fierce floral Bruin bear explodes from the pages of the UCLA school yearbook. This equestrian unit reminds us of the romantic Middle East. The Huntington Sheraton Hotel presents its charming entry, Cinderella returning from the ball, with a coach drawn by the world's smallest 6-horse hitch. This rider is usually seen on television news programs. An astronaut's arrival on another planet is depicted in this humorous entry. More than 5,000 orchids, 2,500 roses, and 3,000 carnations were used in decorations as South Pasadena presents experiences on another small world. All the way from Gloucester, Massachusetts comes the St. Anne's Senior CYO Band. East joins West in a national musical salute. And from yet another world, the land of Oz, comes a wonderland scene where all the characters of the beloved story are recreated in an award-winning design, presented by the Dr. Pepper Company. A striking group of horsemen astride chestnut-colored mounts precede an entry designed and built by the students of the California State Polytechnic College. Puck, the magic dragon, reminds us it's a child's world. Mother Goose in a child's world, entered by the Helms Bakery, gives us an appealing vignette of the happy wonderland of children's stories come true. Representing the harbor city of Long Beach is the All-District High School Band with 158 performers. exceptionally beautiful. The next parade entrant, also from Long Beach, dramatizes the triumphant return of Marco Polo to his native Venice from Cathay. Altogether, 19 people and many, many thousands of fresh blossoms reflect the pomp and ceremony of a colorful welcome to a great world traveler. Another outstanding equestrian group riding Golden Palominos. Award winner for a most effective use of roses in float decorations, the Chevrolet Motor Company presents a world of roses with crowning elegance and exquisite design. Montie Montana needs no introduction to his many friends and acquaintances along the parade route. Spotlighting Smoky, the fire-preventing bear, the native sons and daughters of the Golden West say it's the small things that count, thereby reminding us of the value of conservation. Our good neighbor to the north, Canada, sends the British Columbia Centennial Beefeater Band attired in colorful Tower of London Guardsman uniforms. Judge the most beautiful entry from outside the territorial limits of the United States. The float from the province of British Columbia promises a royal welcome for visitors to the British Columbia 1966 Centennial. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, a legendary symbol of honesty, law, order, and fair dealing. With great originality, Eastman Kodak makes its first appearance as a sponsor in the Tournament of Roses. The theme salutes youth as flower of the world, with 28 separate pictures made from the blossoms and petals of more than 38 species of fresh flowers. Here is the Barkley family from the world of television. The Oddfellows and Rebecca's floral greeting spans the Atlantic via the Early Bird communication satellite, linking North America and Europe. Representing the Los Angeles City school system are the James Monroe Viking Bandsmen. Reminding the nation of the beauty of midwinter blossoms, the City and Port of Los Angeles float has chosen for its theme June in January. White gladiola petals are used to create a graceful peacock and two stylized swans. Other varieties of fresh flowers complete this majestic design. Among these equestrians are two riders familiar to the Tournament of Roses. Calgary, Alberta, Canada presents Wonderful World Next Door. Floral jewels of glistening gold spilled from a global treasure chest. Astride Arabian mounts, these riders reflect the romance and splendor of the Middle East. A regal lady offers nature's gift to the world in a beautiful oversized replica of blossoms from around the world, sponsored by Florist Transworld Delivery Association. All the way from Japan come the championship Tenri High School Band as youthful ambassadors of goodwill. The Occidental Life Insurance Company presents a floral rendering of the annual day set aside to honor the boys of Japan, using a torii gate, a traditional bridge, and a temple entrance set amidst cherry blossoms, all recreated in brilliant colors of especially selected fresh flowers. Gator A-Go-Go is the theme of this design. Frivolities of a modern dance craze are treated with a touch of humor by the city of Alhambra, California. Lucky Carson, appearing in the Tournament of Roses for the 25th year, leads this group mounted on handsome pintos. South of the border is Monterey Park's floral handshake to its sister city, Querétaro, Mexico. A varicolored carpet of fresh roses leads us to a floral señorita. Keeping alive a tradition that began over 40 years ago, the Salvation Army Band brings a reverent musical tribute to this New Year's Day event in Pasadena. Here is poetry in color and flowers in a design of spiritual inspiration titled "No Man is an Island," reminding us to love our neighbors as we would ourselves. Golden palominos are featured by this group of Southern California equestrians. Enthroned in a huge floral slipper is the queen of the Fiesta Flambeau, bringing us an invitation to San Antonio, Texas, and the annual April Fiesta. A longtime participant in the Tournament of Roses marshals this group of horsemen. The Negro Rose Parade Committee presents an elegant tribute to the Negro contribution to culture in America. Thousands of fresh carnations, roses, and Vanda orchids have been used in a classic Grecian-style design. Portland, Oregon presents, on behalf of its Rose Festival, Thumbelina, the small, exotic world of the tiny fairy. Here's a group of riders on Arabian mounts. White House Rose Garden is the title of this lovely entry from the Chrysler Corporation. Splashes of vivid color illuminate beds of fresh roses and tulips. This stylized design, entered by the Lutheran Laymen's League, is titled, "In the Beginning, God Created a Small World." Floating through a floral universe are planets and stars above a garden of exotic tropical blooms. The Pasadena Mutual Savings and Loan Association sponsors the Toppers Band, Tails and all. Los Angeles County presents a Southern California wonderland in a display entitled "A World of Its Own." Featured are floral symbols of mountains, parks, lakes, and the Hollywood land of make-believe. Black and white pintos are featured by these riders. The World of Music, Swan Lake, is presented in this award-winning float by the American Trucking Association. Giant water lilies rising from a submerged lake floor hold aloft a sweet and lovely young ballerina. Altogether, an exciting combination of fresh Cattleya orchids, sprays of blue statice, fern, deflexus, chrysanthemums, and dark accents of croton and lunaria. Love is the key to peace and beauty in our small world, says the Santa Fe Springs, California lovely entry. Precision marching patterns are used to charm the spectators by Southern California's Southgate City Youth Band. Distant and enchanting land of Sinbad the Sailor comes the pomp and splendor of silks, jewels, exotic gardens, and a beautiful harem girl. The Union Oil Company chooses the old Swiss clock as a warmly humorous and intricately animated tribute to Switzerland. Set on the table are many of the household items that remind us of homes in that lovely country. Here is a New Year's Day greeting to the younger generation from the National Orange Show, whose Citrus Sam rides a floral skateboard. All the way from Fort Worth, Texas, comes the award-winning Castleberry High School Lion Band. Midwinter characters go Latin as St. Paul salutes both her sister city of Sao Paulo, Brazil, and her popular winter carnival in this entry from the city of St. Paul, Minnesota. Next, a group of beautifully mounted and elaborately attired riders. The inspiration of patriotism brings together frontiersman Fess Parker standing guard over the majestic United States Capitol building, followed by golden Palomino parade horses. Rotary International proclaims the ideal, service above self will lead to worldwide friendship, goodwill, and understanding. Price, Utah sends us the Carbon High School Dino Marching Band to fill the air with music. With a twinkle in their eye, Downey, California presents Population Explosion in lieu of a visit with some famous beagles at the LBJ Ranch. All the way from High Point, North Carolina, comes this rider who heads these equestrians. Whittier, California, strides along the parade route in 7-league boots, adorned in thousands of fresh flowers, including brilliant coxcomb, firegrass, stock, and beds of talisman. A child's imagination suggests that we could use a slingshot to get us to the moon. Small Fry World is the theme chosen by the California Exchange Clubs. Kern County sends the Bakersfield College Renegade Marching Band as a musical honor guard. Celebrating her 100th birthday, Kern County honors California's Golden Empire as a floral miner pans for floral gold. Redondo Beach stages a Mexican fiesta of flowers and friendly people as a tribute to her sister cities in Mexico, La Paz and Ensenada. Thousands of multicolored fresh flowers rate this award-winning entry. The colorful Charros de California. Drawn by famous Clydesdale horses, the fabulously beautiful Golden Coach of the Queen of the Netherlands comes to us via St. Louis, Missouri. The Sidney, Nebraska High School Marching Band makes its first appearance in the Tournament of Roses. The Bakery and Confectionery Workers Union extend an invitation to visit the children's world of sugar and spice, candy and ice cream. Other things nice. The Alma-Laika Shrine Mounted Patrol appears. This year as an honor guard for a poignant and touching entry sponsored by the Alma-Laika Shrine Temple. Love makes the world go round. Yes, it does, in a very special way for crippled children. Third in the Shriners' Caravan is the Zor Camel Patrol. For the youngsters of the world, Market Basket Stores presents a wonderland of toys sculptured in fresh flowers. A wonderland for adults, too. The Burbank, California All-City High School Band marches 128 strong in this 77th annual Tournament of Roses. 129, actually, with this unexpected extra assistance. The coveted Sweepstakes Award goes to the state of Montana for this most beautiful float called Big Sky Country. poetically illustrating summer and winter, are two gardens created with an exciting and beautiful array of fresh roses. Resplendent in silver trappings come golden palominos. The world's first peacetime hospital ship gets a heartwarming and well-deserved salute from Altadena, California. Four handsome Pintos and their riders make up this parade unit. Mexico, good neighbor from south of the border, celebrates her great new museum collection of Pre-Columbian art and artifacts from the enchanting world of the Aztecs. Here are the winners of the Disneyland Marching Band Contest, the Durand, Michigan High School March Band. Aladdin's World of Magic features Art Linkletter, some lovely harem girls, and a genie fashioned from thousands of fresh chrysanthemums and Vanda orchid petals in an entry sponsored by the Farmers Insurance Group of California. The City of Commerce, a California industrial community, creates a dreamland fantasy for its Rose Parade entry. A lovely swan draws a fairyland barge. These riders and their mounts are in colorful costumes of Arabian design. The world of Red Skelton is presented by C's Candy Shops. This beloved and talented comedian has created a special world of characters for his popular television shows, here recreated in flowers. Youthful representatives of the city and county of San Diego are these 108 musicians of the Miguel High School Matador Band, winners of many performance awards. The world of wings is presented with great imagination in detail by an expert and attractive use of fresh roses, carnations, orchids, and chrysanthemums by the city and county of San Diego. These handsome equestrians have traveled hundreds of miles to appear in this banner event. The Peacock Throne of Persia is presented by the city of Glendale, California, and makes excellent use of thousands of roses and tens of thousands of Vanda orchids. Just for fun, Torrance, California presents the small world of the little old lady who lived in the shoe. From the Golden State's capital of Sacramento comes their City College Panther Marching Band. Montebello, California salutes Sir Winston Churchill, honoring the great and courageous statesman and his fellow countrymen in an entry titled Their Finest Hour. The famed Appaloosa horses are featured by these riders. Hello, small world, says Sierra Madre, California in this floral presentation of the telephone, which has done so much to make this a small world. This family of riders is riding Pinto. The picturesque Republic of Lebanon beckons travelers to the Cedars of Lebanon and the magnificent temple at Baalbek. Lovely Lebanese girls ride a stately Phoenician ship. Black American saddlebreds are featured by these attractive riders. A tribute to the world of horse racing is paid by Arcadia, California. Standing at the forefront is famed jockey Johnny Longden, a resident of Arcadia. This beautiful float is decorated with 15,000 fresh roses and 10,000 pink carnations and some very lovely girls. A stunning tableau in white is presented by the approaching five-horse group. All too soon, the parade is over, and a colorful climax to one of the greatest parades in Tournament of Roses history, provided by the Arcadia High School Apache Band. brief while, the echo of laughter and music will linger on. But by late afternoon, the crowds will be gone. The banners will soon disappear, but the spirit of what happened here today will remain. Because the people of Pasadena have discovered the great pleasure and value of reaching out to others. But the real significance of what Pasadena has endeavored to do can be summed up in a truth of which the world today, as never before, needs to be reminded. It is this: we must put first the best interest of others, and only then are we in a position to create something of beauty and value that will help make this small world a better world.